I've got another COVID joke. The World Health Organization has announced that dogs cannot contract COVID-19. Dogs previously held in lockdown can now be released. Once again, who let the dogs out? That was from my fifth grade teacher, Mr. Talley. Anyway, this is Shutdown Part Deux, workout of the day, Thursday, July 23rd. It's going to be a no equipment version of the Filthy 50. There's 10 exercises. You do 50 reps each. The exercises are, the first one is box jumps or step-ups. If you do step-ups, you can do 25 each leg. 50 grasshoppers, also 25 each leg. 50 good mornings, 50 lunges, 25 each leg. 50 knees to elbows, you're going to do them on the floor unless you have a pull-up bar. 50 pike push-ups, 50 prone back extensions. Also show, instead of pike push-ups, show you another version. You can do the inverted, it's a modified handstand push-up. But anyway, 50 prone back extensions, 50 squat jumps, 50 burpees, and 50 double unders, or if you can't do double unders, you have to do 100 single unders. Okay, I'll go over the exercises. The box jumps. So if you have a box or something safe to jump up onto, you can use that. You can jump up on the box. Land, you can stand all the way. Make sure that your hips and knees are all the way straight. You can step down or you can jump down. If you're doing step-ups, you do 25 each leg. You can alternate legs, or you can do sets. Like 5 on one leg, 5 on the other. Make sure on the step-ups that you also end up in the same position, both feet on the box, both legs straight. Make sure that you step up and step down equally amount on both legs. So step up, those 25 ups on each leg and 25 downs on each leg. So sometimes people don't pay attention and they might do the ups 25 each leg, but they end up stepping down on the same leg over and over and over again. End up doing like 50 step downs with the same leg. And obviously that's going to make an unbalanced kind of workout, and probably be a little bit more sore on that side because the step down is what's going to make you sore. Alright, so if you have a chair, I would recommend doing step up. Okay, we've got grasshoppers. Go to a front view. Push up position, you're going to bring your right shin to your left forearm, and vice versa. So side view. Dude, one of the mistakes people make on grasshoppers is they put their hands way out here and they're like, oh, I can't get my shin in my forearm. Well, you actually want to have your hands back here so that your shoulders and your head are way in front of the hands. So that way it's a lot easier to get the shin to actually touch the forearm. Alright, good morning. I'm going to show you this to know you put like nothing, okay? Version of it. Just put your hands behind your head. Legs straight, back straight. And as you flex the hips, you're going to move your hips backwards as you move your chest down. Okay? My back stays flat the whole time. I stop when my hamstrings get tight. Okay? If I keep going past that, then I'm just going to be flexing my spine, and you actually want to keep your spine straight. By putting your hands behind your head, now it raises the center of mass of the body up a little bit, so actually adds slightly bit more resistance. Okay, maybe more lunges. So if you have room to do walking lunges, you can. If not, just do them in place. So you're going to step forward, go straight down, lightly touching the knee to the floor. Shoulders are lined up over the hips, so your torso is nice and straight. Okay? Front shin should be fairly straight. You're going to return to a fully standing position and then switch legs. Okay? Sometimes I see people going fast and they don't return to the upright position, and it ends up looking like this. And it gets really sloppy and ugly. So make sure that you go all the way down, all the way up each time. Front view. Okay, you want to make sure that your feet are on two separate lines, okay, and not in a single file line. So have better balance this way. Okay, about shoulder width apart if you step. so that your feet are in line with each other. You're going to have a harder time balancing. Okay. All right, knees to elbows. If you're lucky enough to have a pull-up bar, you can do them on the pull-up bar. I'm going to show you the version on the floor. No, okay. Okay, so you start hands behind the head, feet on the ground. Okay, and then you're going to sit up, bring your knees, touch the knees and elbows together, and all the way back down so that your head and your heels touch the ground, legs straight. Like that. Pike push-ups. When you get in a pike position, top of your head's going to hit the floor right in between your hands. Okay? And as I push back, I'm pushing backwards on the way up. Like that. Okay? I'm not doing this. I see a lot of people doing that, and that's not what you want to do. Okay? The other one I was going to show was the modified handstand push-up. So if you have something that's not too high, it needs to be probably about 18 to 20 inches. If you get too high, then you end up usually kind of, a lot of people I've seen roll out and do a somersault or have whatever they're on, flip over, flip forward. So, put your hands about 8 or 9 inches from the box or the chair. The knees should be fairly close to the box. Again, the head's going to touch the top of the head right in between the hands. Okay, and as I come up, I'm going to keep my head the same distance from the box. So straight down, straight up. Okay? The mistake is people doing this. Okay, so that's not correct. Okay? All right. Prone back extensions. So on the floor, hands up, off the ground, arms off the ground, hands up by the head, toes stay on the ground. Okay, you're just going to arch up, as high as you can, and back down. All the way up, all the way down. Okay, squat jumps. Going to, first off, perform a squat. So feet about shoulder width apart. And hips move back. You're going to squat down. Actually, going to bring the arms back because we're going to use them when we jump. Okay. You're going to try to keep the knees behind the toes. Okay. Weight on the heels on the way down, and when I come up, like that. It helps to use the arms and jump. So when you jump up in the air, the arms are up over the head. Front view. Again, feet about shoulder width apart. You're going to squat down, keeping the knees lined up over feet, not buckling in, and come up and jump. All right, burpees. Okay. Chest and thighs hit the ground. Okay. And then come up. Raise the hands up above the head. Jump and clap in there. Make sure that the body's straight. Full extension of the hips and knees, especially the hips. A trick sometimes is if you look up at the ceiling, you look up in the air when you clap, that will help open the hips up all the way. A lot of people shortchange the burpees, and if you've watched the other videos, the burpees look like that. That's not a complete burpee. Also, don't jump first. That doesn't count for anything. You got to hit the ground before you come up. Okay? And you can use any method of getting down to the ground that you want. As long as both thighs and your chest hit the ground. You also do not need to do a strict push-up with the burpee. All right, and the last one, double unders. Okay, rope spins twice for every jump. Okay, like we do it, I can't make that transition from doubles to singles. Okay, or single unders. Okay, if you're doing single unders, you have to do twice as many. Alright, so another thing about scaling is if 50 reps of everything's too much, then you can do a filthy 40. Okay? And if you're really beginner level, we call it a dirty 30. You just do 30 reps of it. So, it's a good one. Have fun with it. Any questions, post them in the comments.